City series cigars and citrus 7s, black cement 3s, 4s, the hairs and bread 11s. No doubt that I'll be wearing some fire at any sighting. With these Doran Becker 5s, you can see me in any lighting. It's exciting, I'll be flexing to the coldest degree. What's up, everybody? It's Sneakerhead M Checks. I got the 2024 Retro Fear 4s, which are releasing today, November 16th. Yeah, no, I meant to have this out at least by yesterday, but shit happened, so here we are. I at least wanted to get it up before the 10 o'clock release. So as usual, we're going to take a close detailed look at the shoe from all angles. I'm going to put these on and step around them, see how I can see they look on feet. And after that, I'm going to share my opinion on the shoe, and then I'll talk about release predictions, reselling predictions, and all that stuff. So let's get right to it. Suede on the toe box is so soft. Feels really nice, but it actually might be a little too soft. If you know, you know. If you don't, I will explain a little later. And similar to what they do with some of the Jordan 5s with 3M tongues now, they come with a protective cardboard cover. I'm not really sure why, because on the 5s it's really to protect the tongue from the lace lock, but these don't have a lace lock or nothing, so I don't really know what purpose it serves. But here's how it looks once they're removed. An upper goes from gray to dark gray up to black. All suede with a softer feel on the dark gray and the black, which is the same feeling I was talking about on the toe box, because obviously that's the dark gray part. And then down here on the midsole, it fades from gray, this is a dark gray right here, into black with the white speckle or splatter or whatever. Here's the inner side. You can see the fading on the midsole a lot better over here without that white piece being in the middle. And really pretty much everything on these besides the shape and the cuts seems to be like it was on the original, at least from what I've seen so far. White Jumpman logos on the back tabs. Black strip on the back of the tongue. White interior. No special fear insole like the originals had. So I guess I spoke too soon saying that these are just like the originals other than the shape and cut. I mean, the insole is no big deal. And I should have known because they did the same thing on the 3s. Both originals had this special insole, but both retros just have the plain black. White outsole, a little bit of black on it. The box has a bluish gray base with some see-through splatter on it. Same lid from the Fear 3s box, just with a white Jumpman instead of orange. And just like the 3s box, it's kind of hard to read because the words are all over the place and some are cut off. But it says, I'm scared of what I won't become, and you're scared of what I could become. Now, interestingly, this is the same quote and design that's on the insole for the original pairs that I was talking about. So basically what happened was the insole and the box basically made a little swap. Because both originals, like I said, had this design and quote on the insole inside, and they had a regular box. The retros got the regular insoles, but the special Fear quote on top of the box. Inside's all white. Paper has the same quote all on it. And then underneath, each shoe comes individually wrapped. These are already unwrapped, so it's not quite as neat as, you know, they initially came. This one was wrapped a little bit better. Nothing else in here. And here's the box label. Air Jordan 4 Retro in black, white, anthracite, and black. I don't know why they put black twice. Or maybe it's black, white, and anthracite black. No. Or is it black and white anthracite black? Could white anthracite black be a color? That don't even sound right. I don't know, but y'all get it. Here's a quick all-around view of the shoe. Alright, now let's see they look on feet.
All of that shit is irrelevant. All of that shit is irrelevant. I get the bag, I cover necessities, then I'ma splurge for the hell of it. Cop
then I'ma just end up reselling it. I do what I want, don't need your approval, cause all of that shit is irrelevant. All them excuses are irrelevant, I got no reason for taking a break. Back to the wolf, and if I'm with a pack or I'm dolo, won't see me with snakes. All of that drip is irrelevant if it don't.
Yeah, these are mid. I know y'all probably didn't expect me to say that, but I always felt that way about these. These was mid the first time they came out, and they're still mid now. To this day, I will never understand the hype behind the Fear Jordans. If you haven't been into sneakers that long, you may not know what I'm talking about. And disclaimer, 4 or 5 years is not that long. Let me take y'all back to 2013 when the Jordan Fear collection was first introduced, including the Fear 3s, the Fear 4s, and the Fear 5s. A lot of people refer to this as the Fear Pack, and I don't know why, because it wasn't necessarily a package. A package is like the Defining Moments package or the Countdown packages where 2 shoes come in one box and are sold together. Fear 3s, 4s, and 5s all released on the same day, but they were sold as individual pairs in their own box. So, like I said, I don't know why anybody called it the Fear Pack, but anyway. I remember there being a whole lot of hype behind the whole thing, and I really couldn't figure out why. Their appearance definitely didn't match the hype. It wasn't an OG colorway. The whole theme didn't really tie into Jordan's career in any cool way. Like, I know he was feared by other players, but like, I don't know. Nothing about them deserved that extra attention they were getting. But people were on these. And not just these, they were heavy on the 3s and the 5s too. These went for the most out of the 3, but all of them had hype. And the 5s are trash. The 3s are okay. The little orange hints they got do a lot for them, but none of them were worth any of that hype at all, if you ask me. Like, people were paying $700-800 for these shits. They even started going for over $1,000 at one point. Like, I will never forgive y'all for that. Like, I'm all about get what you want, buy what you like, fuck everybody else's opinion. But bro, a rack on these is crazy. Even the $700-800, like, on these? Like, you telling me you had $1,000 that you were willing to spend, and out of all the Jordans you could get, you spent $1,000 on these? Why? I'm not even gonna go in because I know I've spent more on shoes that somebody else probably doesn't think is worth it, but I don't care. $1,000 on these is wild. Like, these really look like some shits that should have hit the outlets. And like I said, I know that there is plenty of shoes that, you know, if you look at it from a certain angle, you could be like, oh, well, those aren't worth that, or people paid this price for those and they're not anything worth it. I know, but I don't even like these for retail. That's why it's like $1,000, but to each his own. We've all been there in some way, shape, or form. I mean, not paying $1,000 for these, but we've all been in a situation where we might have paid more for something than somebody else would have. So I'm gonna leave it alone. Now, the Fear 3s re-released last year and did not sell well at all. I'm sure those hit outlets, actually. The original Fear 3s always went for less than the original Fear 4s, but the 3s still went for a good, like, 400-ish, give or take, over the years. So to see them retro and be major bricks is quite interesting. Like, I know a lot of stuff bricks nowadays, we're just in that era, but a shoe that was that hype, I would have expected to at least be a little bit closer to retail. Like, if they were not too much under retail, maybe like a 180 or something like that, I could kind of understand it, you know, just based on the times that we're in right now. But like, them shits is like 120, 130 right now. Like, that's crazy. The real question is, how will the 4s do in comparison to their original? Well, it's clear that they don't have the hype around them that they did the first time around. No one seems to care about the Fear collection now the way they did back then. We can see that from how the 3s did. What I think makes these different, other than the fact that they've always sold for more than the 3s to begin with, is the colorway. Y'all know people love them some neutral colored shoes. The black and white, the black and gray, the white and gray. So the 3s got that bright orange on them, which is cool, but it just doesn't go with as many things as a black, gray, and white shoe does. So I think that's gonna help these out a lot. Looking at market right now, they're barely over retail, and with release day being today, there's not really time for that to change much. If anything, it might go down more. I think they'll stay around the price that they're at now at first, but because it's a black, gray, and white shoe, I can see these going up in value at an above average rate. Not nothing crazy though, not no 1,000, but y'all know what I mean. Just a little bit more than your average shoe. I'd say they did a good job retroing these. They're not really any different from the originals. All the differences are very minor. Like I was saying earlier, it's just the shape and the cuts that have changed on 4s over the years, and the insole that we talked about, which you're not even gonna see if you wear them. I'm not sure if the suede on the originals was as soft as it is on these. I don't think it was, but I'm not 100% sure, being that I never had them. I love the way it feels, but a material this soft on a toe box always worries me because I just feel like they're just that much more susceptible to creasing. But I guess we'll find out. Well, I won't, because I'm definitely passing on these. Y'all can get them and let me know. Leave me a comment and let me know where you're at on these. Is it a cop for you, or are you passing? Definitely looking like a waste of time for your average reseller, especially if you're looking for that quick flip. There's just not enough profit to be made right out the back on these for it to be worth it to even bother. These may be a good hold. The way sneakers are right now, I don't even like to recommend that anybody holds a shoe because it's just super risky at this point, and most of the time it is better to just do guaranteed quick flips rather than like risking wasting all that time and holding on to them for so long and still taking the risk that you might be holding on to them for no reason. It's a lot. But if you plan on copping these, I'm wishing you the best of luck and getting them in your size for retail. Shouldn't be hard, but I'm wishing you luck anyway, just in case. If this video was helpful and informative in any way, I really appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in more early reviews like this and any other sneaker related content, please do us both a favor and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Once you're subscribed, tap that little bell icon next to the subscribe button and select all. That way when I put a new video out, you'll get notified and you won't miss out on anything. Thank you all for watching. Everybody please stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll see you next time.